And the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix is underway. Boy, 3 wide, and Ty Gibbs sort of missed that corner. He's back now battling for 5th instead of the lead. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Reddick wasting no time going after William Byron.
Well, we knew Tyler Reddick would be tough here, and you heard him talk about his mistakes in qualifying and how they were able to rebound on hot tires, and that tells me he has a lot of confidence in how fast his car is.
And William Byron's going to have something to say about it too. He was fast last year, always has plenty of speed in that hot rod, and that will be no different today.
And
he will give these guys fits.
There you see all the dirt in turn 8. That's going to be the corner that we talk about a lot today. You're going to probably see some cars spin out there because of all that dirt on the racetrack.
Down into turn number 11, the hairpin that leads onto the longest straightaway.
Somewhat of a passing zone as you see Chastain looking to the inside, 3 wide to Denny.
He's going to pass 2 of them.
Yes, LaJoie. Corey LaJoie's having trouble. I want to give him a shout out before it's too late. Fifth place start for it. Look at this.
Bubba Wallace got into the side of Corey LaJoie really hard, so not sure what happened there, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, A.J. Allmendinger involved, got way up to the outside. More contact back there.
Bubba's still having trouble back there. You heard me say it. He's yet to finish a race here at COTA. The woes continue for Bubba Wallace here.
Remember, no out of bounds on this area of the course. In fact, everywhere except the S's turns 3 to 6.
Yeah, this infield section right here is so technical. You got to put the car in the right spot. Easy to spin the back tires. Not really any new asphalt in there, but I don't anticipate with this cloud cover seeing much fall off today, even though the tires are easy to spin through that section.
We already see the stars lining up for the Toyotas. There they are, 1, 2, 3. It's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Obviously Chastain's there. So is Byron leading the race. But these guys they're here to play today. You're going to see a lot of them.
Meanwhile, the 24 started on pole, led all the laps until now. No adjustments for him. Fresh tires is all.
So they all pitted coming to 2 laps to go. So a legal stop as the pit road would close.
Oh, man. Big lockup from Ty Gibbs out of the pits on cold tires right there. It's really rough on the inside of the racetrack right there, Clint. And I think he went in there too far. And as he came over one of those bumps, the front tires locked up.
Yeah, that was massive.
So Bell will come around to get the green and white checkered flag to end stage number 1. NASCAR will keep the track under the green flag until the 10th place car comes to the line. Currently, that's Ross Chastain, 42 seconds back of the race leader because of their stops.
Save fuel.
Green checker for Christopher Bell. 2nd stage win this year for Bell, and his first ever at Circuit of the Americas. Here they come. White line, start of the restart zone, and Bell is on it. McDowell right with them. And how will they fan out as they come to the top of the hill?
Here they come. Dive Bomb City. Look, Byron looking to the inside. So far, so good for Christopher Bell and McDowell holding steady on those old tires.
Byron and Bell top the list for Xfinity fastest lap.
Well, this will be, as you see, William Byron go to the inside of Christopher Bell, and I was getting ready to say this will be the toughest section for Christopher Bell to kind of manage those back tires and the wheel spin compared to those new tires of William Byron and the guys behind him.
So everyone has made one pit stop except Christopher Bell in the 20 and Michael McDowell's 34. Apparently there was contact between Brad Keselowski and Bubba Wallace. Here's a look.
Oh, you see Brad locking it up. Knew he was in trouble. Got in the left rear of Bubba. Round it went.
Yeah, and you saw Bubba have to check up a little bit. And in that stadium section where they were, you can take a really wide arc, but it opens you up to get T-boned like that from where Brad's angle was coming from.
But Kyle Larson has spun.
Well, it was off the front bumper of Christopher Bell, but it looks to me like Kyle missed a little bit. Slipped up, locked the brakes up, whatever. Got a little bit high, tried to hold it down. Bell was there. Got into the back of him and spun him out. He was definitely up out of the groove, wasn't down on the bottom.
Was just finishing up in his go-kart.
Whoa!
Oh!
Kobayashi and Stenhouse.
Well, we got quite the kerfuffle right there.
Quite the what? What'd you say?
Kerfuffle.
That's a Ken Squire term. That must go back, I don't know, 30, 40 years.
Well, it's my word of the week, so.
Well, all right.
There you go.
Oh, got a tap. Well, he's not done with him yet.
Well, I've heard of the 3-tap rule, but that was
got him back.
That was kind of the bump and dump right there.
Jeff Gordon did that exact same thing to me at Martinsville one time. I moved him up out of the way and spun him out, and he floored it. I heard him gas it up and hit me, spun me in the wrong direction.
Well, this is turn 8. All that dirt.
Yeah,
it looked like Stenhouse was trying to knock him out of the groove and put him in the dirt right there, and wound up getting him into the left rear tire of his own car.
Around turn 20, back to the start-finish line. Denny Hamlin, your stage 2 winner, half a second up on Ryan Blaney and 1.7 ahead of Martin Truex. William Byron chose the inside, so did Ty Gibbs. That puts Ross Chastain outside for the restart as they fan out and climb the hill. 134 feet vertical rise to turn 1.
See the 24
he
car
got in
locked
too hard,
up.
yes.
Haley way to the inside, made it 4 wide. And Chastain with the lead.
Ty Gibbs pushed Byron, pushed him into a mistake, is what I'm trying to say. Got into the corner too deep, shot up the racetrack with a wheel lockup. Rest is history. Chastain to the point.
Well, now we're going to see what William Byron's car has. Because he has not been in traffic all day. So now he's going to have to figure out how to get back by these two guys, or is it going to slow him down as much as it has everybody else as Tyler Reddick tries to go on the inside of William Byron in turn 9.
Well, so far today, we have not had a caution for cause.
Oh, man.
Only the 2 stage breaks.
That's going to be big trouble for Chase Elliott. It looked like he went all the way off the racetrack right there. He got in trouble in turn 3, and in turn 4, he had to shoot all the way to the right. And the reason I bring that up is through the S's, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are where you get penalties.
Well, here's the penalty. Watch the number 9.
Yeah, the car bounced right there wrong, and he had to correct it to keep it going straight and just wound up way to the inside in turn 4.
I mean, it happened that fast, too.
We saw the car right behind him, Kyle Busch, do that in qualifying, and it looked like the back tires came about 6 or 8 inches up off the ground, and that's exactly what happened to Chase Elliott right there as well.
Running 5th, huge setback for the 9 car.
And moments ago, Christopher Bell to Kyle Busch.
Not clear.
Now, despite all of this, there has not been a caution for cause on the racetrack today, and there are no local yellow flags. Track workers will put out a blue advisory flag if someone spins in an area, but that is just a warning to oncoming drivers. It is not a yellow. The only yellows we have are full course yellows.
We already saw Ty Gibbs probably wish he would have moved him and got more aggressive. Now, I think he's going to get the job done. Move him out a little bit. Take this line. Take the real estate away from him, or you're going to have to do it all over again at the top of the hill, which is exactly the case.
Well, you said this earlier, Clint. When Ty Gibbs had the opportunity to clear Ross Chastain, you need to make it happen when you think you can.
Crossover, Chastain. Bottom to top. Oh, Byron with the lead.
And Ross learned that yesterday when SVG did that to the car right behind these two, Ty Gibbs, going into turn 1. These guys all pay attention to stuff like that.
Because that lap is more important than anything.
Here we go. Pit road. Regan.
Mike Ross Chastain's team told him do exactly what the 24 does. If he pits, pit with him. If he doesn't, stay out there. Right now, Ross said the rear tires are just burning off it too much. I'm getting too loose as I run. Jamie?
William Byron hasn't made any adjustments to his race car today, saying it feels pretty good. They also told him we're going to have to wait a couple more seconds. Let's pack it full of fuel, make sure we make it to the end as he pulls into his #1 pit box. And you notice the 54, Ty Gibbs, he stayed out.
Yeah, the Chevys pitted, the Toyotas stayed out. So Gibbs, Reddick, and Bell on a slightly different strategy are 1, 2, 3. And here is Bowman coming down the straightaway, who has already made his stop.
I think he's going to get Chastain without a doubt. That was the play.
And he does.
Yes, he does. Yes, sir. It worked. Good move by them.
White flag waving. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. 1.7 seconds the gap.
Give me just a solid lap, William. Careful in 8. Make sure there's no dirt. That'd be the one on my thought process here.
Look at Byron just tossing that car through the corners, sliding it as much as it'll take. He's got it down to 1.2 seconds. Jumping the curbs.
There's 8.
1 second.
No wheel lockups. Just take care of business.
Half a lap to go.
Been a dominant performance by William Byron and company in his 24 car. Rudy Fugle and company brought him a whale of a race car, and he's done a good job keeping on the racetrack. Never slipped a wheel, Kevin. Hit all of his marks all day long. Boys were good in the pits.
Well, he showed that speed in qualifying, and he carried that over right to the very first lap of this race to be able to do that, Clint. They've executed on pit road all day. He's executed on the racetrack, and they have put themselves in position to close this race out with a win.
Christopher Bell got to within 0.6 of a second of Byron under braking for turn 12. So close he can almost reach out and touch the 24, but William Byron from the pole. And after a fantastic pit stop that was the class of the field, has a couple of corners to go.
It's pretty much been a Hendrick Motorsports and Gibbs competition so far in 2024. Hendrick was so solid the first 2. Gibbs showed up the last 2. Hendrick back on top today.
William Byron down the front straightaway to the checkered flag, gets his 12th career win in the NASCAR Cup Series.
Yes, sir.
Great day by those guys.